Okay. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. I have the unique opportunity today to share with you about project life design. Wonderful. Please show us some love. Tell us where you're listening from, where you are hearing me from, and I will be able to uh, um, share with you and enjoy this time we have together. My name is Michael, and I go by Coach Mike. And this morning, we're going to be able to speak to you about some of the privileges and the beauty of the platform that Project Life Design is, and why it is important for you to explore, reach out, and see what you can be able to benefit from interacting with ourselves as the coaches on the platform and our principal consultant, Dr. Nellie Kangwa, as well. Wonderful. So it's good to interact with you, like I said this morning, from wherever you're listening to us from. Please go ahead and just blow up the chats and let's make sure that we are on together. And so my approach this morning is going to be to speak to you about mentorship. Mentorship is a buzzword in our time. Mentorship is everything people are talking about. Everywhere you look, there's a mentor who's running a program, there are coaches, there's so many things going on, such that it is easy to get lost in the fanfare, easy to get lost in the fluff of what is going on around the idea of coaching, the idea of life coaching, the idea of mentorship or motivation. But the question is, are you truly being helped? Are you truly being taken through a journey that is transforming your life? Are you living out purpose? Are you engaging with programs and processes that are allowing you to pull out the best of yourself, that are allowing you to begin to walk out destiny? And this is where Project Life Design thrives. I want to break it down even from the name itself. The project is life design. The project is life design. We understand that a life must be curated, a life must be designed, a life must be taken through the process that brings it to the place of fruition. And so we have so many out there now who are taking the stage to motivate, which is okay, which is good. We have many out there who are taking the stage to inspire, you know, to give you something to aspire to look up to. And that is amazing. But the place of a mentor is not to coach you, is not to stand on the sidelines and clap their hands and say, go for it, run. You know, the place of a mentor is to hold you by the hand, to do life with you, to be able to help you navigate the mess into a message. All right? To help you bring yourself to a place where you are so aware of the power, so aware of the innate abilities and giftings you carry, that you are able not only to use them, but develop them to a place where not only yourself, your family, but your community, your country, your world can benefit from the things that are uniquely you. Project life design. You must understand that your life requires design. Your life requires process. Your life is the first project that you have been given. Many have never taken the time to look into themselves, to understand that they themselves are the first and most important project they must engage and endeavor to apply themselves to. Do you know yourself? Are you able to understand and to relate with you in a way that you know that when you expose yourself to certain circumstances and situations, these are the reactions and responses you are prone to? Do you know how to bring out the strengths that you have in a way that can actually gain you relevance and revenue? Are you able to look at a situation and be able to know how to engage with it effectively? Do you know how to navigate your own feelings as well as others? Simple concepts. You hear people talk about, no, I am a good communicator on their CVs. Here at Project Life Design, we are able to show you and teach you that communication, as it is said all over, is not only a two-way street. Communication is a dance between perspective and perception. You begin to understand that the way you see your world, which is your perception, it educates how you communicate. And so, for instance, my worldview informs how I communicate. Okay. And so, if I understand things very visually, I will endeavor to communicate with everyone that I encounter in a very visual way. And yet, that is my perception of life. I might be dealing with an individual whose perception is different altogether. And so, an effective communicator is one who understands that perception plus perspective equals effective communication. That means perspective is you engage other views, other ways of thinking, other ways of perceiving. And so not only are you quick to relay a message, but you also look to ensure that the person that you are relaying the message to understands and is able to understand the way in which you are projecting that particular message. That is how we teach communication. And so Project Life Design is uniquely structured. Our programs are carefully curated to produce maximum impact, maximum efficacy as we deliver them and as we bring you to a place of self awareness, self identification, self distribution, self dominance, and self mastery. Because once you are able to master self, you are then able to master your world. And so, Project Life Design is a factory. I like to say it is the factory that produces the product that is you. Are you ready to discover yourself? Are you ready to bring the things that are innately yours to the fore? Here in Zambia, we are a heavily mining centric economy. And so, some of the examples that we like to use are clear and more adaptable because of people who live in Zambia. But we have so many people who understand what mining is, right? And you do realize that nothing of value is found on the surface of the ground. You have to dig. Nothing of value is found on the surface of the ground. And when that thing is found, it is often found in a raw form and requires those who find it to know the processes necessary to take that particular ore into in order to purify and bring out that glistening, that glow of that mineral, of that diamond, of that gold, of that silver, of that copper. And this is where mentorship comes in. A mentor is one who understands and comes alongside you and says, hey, this soil that you are digging in is hard ground. You need to use this particular tool. This soil is difficult. You need to use this tool. And once you find out, oh, wow, I didn't know that I actually had an aptitude for public speaking. We then take you through the processes, how to communicate, like I've already spoken to, how to understand stage presentation, how to know that your voice is but a small part of your ability to convey a message. Mentorship is coming alongside one to hold their hand, to do life with them until they come to the place of experience and fruition. We have recently been able to launch not one, but two organizations, two foundations, where we're able to conceptualize with our dear mentees all the way from idea to practicals, idea to fruition, idea to the reality of that idea. And it's so fulfilling to see people come to a place where they see who they are manifesting in front of their very eyes. They see lives transformed, people coming to the place where they are appreciating their very existence, because not only were they able to understand what they do, but not only were they able to do what they do, but their lives meant more than just to themselves, or were able to be extended beyond their own families, their nuclear families, to begin to impact people all the way across the world. Project Life Design is the brainchild of Dr. Nellie Kangwa and has been extended. And we have the privilege, many of us coaches, mentors have the privilege to be found in this system and be able to be a part of transforming people's stories. One of the most interesting things about our master coach, Dr. Nellie, is that her style of leadership is to allow you. I like to tell my team that Dr. Nellie will give you the rope and you'll either pull yourself up or you will hang yourself with it. And that is the truth of the matter. We are a people that is ready to help you and move with you all the way and up to fruition. But not only that, the products and projects that we have here allow for not only local dominance, but international accreditation. Project Life Design is accredited in South Africa. We have got partnership and affiliations in the UK, in America, even as far afield as the UN. And we've had many, I think we've had two groups now from 2023, 2024, who've been able to travel to the US, to the UN headquarters there, New York, and receive accreditation, receive awards for the great work they are doing in Zambia, as we have mentored them to the place where they are able to do, they're able to actualize, they're able to bring about the things that are uniquely theirs, they're impacting their world. People from South Africa, Zimbabwe, Malawi, Zambia, as far afield as Ghana, have been able to plug into these programs and be able to, get to the place where they are celebrated as far afield as the UN. And so we are looking forward to many of you taking this opportunity, many of you jumping on board to make sure that you experience what true mentorship is. You experience what it is to find yourself in a space that allows you to grow, a space that allows you to become. One of the most interesting aspects of, and the new aspect that we are enjoying now here at Project Life Design is on the back end of the launch of a book called Boardroom to Bedroom, where Dr. Nellie has identified an issue in the marketplace, where we have so many people who are able to succeed, who are thriving in the marketplace, and yet their relationship, their home front, their bedroom, so to speak, is really struggling. And what is that? Why is that the case? It is because many people have had the opportunities. We are coming off the back end where we've had empowerment programs for the girl child. Women have been empowered and they are doing mighty things, they're doing great things. I think statistically now in Zambia, we have 3 top banks that are being managed and run, not even just Zambia and Africa. We have 3 top banks that are being managed, run, and CEO'd by women, which is great. But also, we have seen, particularly in Zambia and in Africa and across the world, a spike in divorce rates, a spike in relationship degradation. Why is that happening? Why are people succeeding in one area and miserably failing in another? And so Dr. Nellie has found the secret and brought it to the fore. She has been able to document this in a book called Boardroom to Bedroom. And one of the things that is highlighted there is that Dr. Nellie is not advocating for balance. Balance is a fallacy. You must understand how to manage yourself and manage these fronts effectively. Whenever one element of life is thriving, one inevitably suffers. But how do you bring yourself to a place where your intelligence is not only academic, is not only boardroom centric, but you are able to be sharp enough to understand how to maximize even the limited time you have to build strong and lasting relationships, to be able to curate an environment that allows you to thrive in the boardroom and thrive in the bedroom. And so we have created a product around that, boardroom to bedroom sessions, where we are going across all organizations, sitting down with people at high levels of management, sitting down with people in the lowest rungs of the economic structure, and talking to them about how they need to be intelligent, how they need to engage emotional intelligence, how to understand how to navigate relationships, building relationships that can withstand pressure. Understanding how, as you are pushing your career, you can be able to do certain things, whether you are a woman, whether you are a man, to maintain and help your relationship continue to thrive. There is nothing worse than getting to a place where you are celebrated. And when you look around, you do not have that special person to be able to celebrate with. Those accolades, they mean nothing. And so it is important then for you to get to a place that you understand how to navigate these spaces effectively. And this is why Project Life Design is such an innovation, such an innovative space, such a space that allows you to bring yourself to a place of fulfillment. I mean, what is it to receive an award and not have the relationship you want to have with your children? What is it to be celebrated at your workplace and yet you are a stranger in your home? And so, we as Project Life Design, like we said, we love the idea of coming alongside you, helping you be able to come to a place of fulfillment, helping you, holding you by the hand, taking the journey with you. In understanding mentorship, you realize that there is nothing like one size fits all. But with the extensive experience and knowledge base that Dr. Nelly has been able to accumulate, whether it is in empowerment, whether it is in business development, whether it is in life mastery, whether it is in relationship mastery, over 30 years of operation in these spaces, rescuing destinies in marriage, helping businesses find their footing, whether in Zambia and global relevance. you know, we have the know-how, we have the toolkit, we have what you need to succeed in this world. And so we are looking forward to receiving many of you to as you jump on board to see how you can encounter true, genuine mentorship that can grow you, that can elevate you, that can give you access to the global stage so that you and yours can be able to enjoy your life to the full, right? And so, as we speak about the ideas around how Project Life Design is structured, what are the programs that we have? We've got marriage counseling session, marriage and relationship sessions, where our principal consultant is able to take you through your journey in marriage, help you to navigate this. Like I said, her extensive experience with relationships spans 30 years. Her own relationship with her husband, which has had to weather many storms across this time. It cannot be easy to get to a place where you can testify of being married for 30 years, especially because you and I are exposed to the fact that Dr. Nelly is an expert and a success in the boardroom. How has she managed to also keep this marriage with her great and powerful husband, Bishop? How have they managed to navigate this strange alliance that they have between the two of them, where you have a woman who is thriving in the marketplace? You've got Bishop working hard and doing businesses and actively involved in ministry. Many are both of them have so much to do, raising three children at the same time. How have they navigated this? And this is the wealth of wisdom that we are able to glean and expose you to here at Project Life Design. We have so much. Dr. Nelly has aligned herself and brought in alliances from the UK at Lancaster, where we have our team members understanding and learning how to structure a business for fundability. All of us are consistently crying about, no, you need capital for your business. You are looking to grow your business, to establish it. You want to expand beyond the borders of your current jurisdiction. How do you do that? People are saying there's no money. There's always money. Grants are all over the place, but it is about positioning oneself, understanding what needs to speak in order for you to realize and enjoy the opportunities that exist. People do not understand simple things, just like a profile, how powerful a profile can be. What is a profile? People have got CVs and they're able to send their CVs out. But what does a profile do that a CV cannot? I like to say this: a profile is your voice in the rooms and spaces where you cannot have the opportunity to speak for yourself. As you engage with opportunities, as you want to grow and elevate yourself in your career, in your business, how do you make sure that you have a voice in the room where you are being discussed? Your profile can speak for you. Your profile goes beyond what your CV says about you and is able to introduce you in a real and tangible way in those rooms that matter. Your profile is able to tell the people that this is the person of choice when it comes to dealing with this particular issue. And so, how do you curate a profile, whether it is a physical profile, a digital profile, when people, before even your interview, they are convinced that you are the person for the job? How do you do that? How do you curate a digital footprint that sets you apart, whether it is on Facebook, on Instagram, on LinkedIn? How do you do that? How do you leverage these platforms for advancement, for impact, for leverage? And so, project life design is just that. It is us coming alongside you, the project, to design the life that you dream about, to bring you to the place where things that seemed impossible are what you are living out in real terms. And so, I am excited every time I have the opportunity to speak about project life design, because even being part of the system has brought me to the place where, we have the opportunity to mentor people across the globe. At the moment, my team and I are mentoring students in Nigeria, about 500 students in a Lancaster project, because we have a partner whose expertise is funding. And so this project is funded. We have another project for Yapi students, which is funded by MasterCard. And so the partnerships, the alignments, the things that Dr. Nellie is exposing those of you who are part of this network and those of you who are looking to be a part of it is life transforming. And so the clarion call this morning is, if you are part of the network, it is time to wake up. It is time to be counted among those who are ticking, who are clicking, who are functioning. Because the programs and projects that we are rolling out now, there's affiliate programs that allow you to be able to take on your world and train them and grow them and be accredited through the Project Life Design Network and system. We are waiting to hear about how powerful you are going to be in your world. We are not raising local champions. We want to see you taking over Uganda. We want to see you taking over Zambia, Zimbabwe, taking over Southern Africa, Eastern Africa, taking over the world. We want to hear about your mentees and your mentorship programs in Australia, in Iran, in Afghanistan, because we know that the materials and the extent to which you can become, if you expose yourself to this Project Life Design system, programs, and network, are truly limitless. Are you ready to be next? This year, as Project Life Design, we are running with the tag phrase, I am next. Are you ready to be next? Are you ready to be the next one to be accounted? We are hearing so many complaints about governance in our country, about leadership. Are you ready to be next? Are you ready to be the voice that Zambia has been waiting for? Are you ready to be that individual that drives economic change in Zimbabwe? Are you ready to be that South African that begins to put South Africa on the map for the right reasons? Because you are creating jobs across the continent. Are you ready to be next? Are you ready to be among those who are counted, to be Pan-African experts, to be Pan-African leaders, where your leadership expands beyond where you are found? In this world of digital advancement, we want to see you doing things that are mighty, shaking your world in every way possible. And so if you have not yet reached out to Project Life Design, we have our contacts, we have our people ready and waiting to see you. We have a wonderful event coming up for those who have been to the US and those of you who are looking forward to having the opportunity to engage with Dr. Nellie and be able to be awarded. Many of you are doing great work. Great work. You are actually impacting your community, impacting your society, but you do not know how to make it visible enough in order for you to attract partnerships, to attract funding, to attract cooperation. And so we have a dinner on the 5th of July here in Lusaka, with Dr. Nellie, speaking to those of you who've traveled to the UN, how you can now leverage that award to bring relevance to whatever it is that you are doing in a real way. We want to see you now, having been awarded by the UN. We want to see that which you are doing grow exponentially. We want to now help you bring alongside the partners that can help you fund that project. We want some of you to come to us and say, I can no longer afford to work because it is taking too much of my time, my passion, and my project, my destiny, and my purpose is so powerful that it is not only my passion, but it is generating revenue. All right? We like to say generating profit from your passion. We want to hear some of you say, hey, my project, my foundation has grown so big. The funding has brought us to the place where I have no choice but to let go of my job because it is able to pay me 3-4 times more. How is that going to work? We want now to show you how to leverage that award, leverage that accolade to bring you to a place of fundability, to bring you to a place where you can attract that kind of cooperation from international and local partners. And for those of you who are looking to bring what it is that you are doing to a place where it is visible, some of you, like I said, you are doing great things that because you have not curated a profile, you do not have a voice that can allow people in the UN, people like Dr. Nellie, to bring you to a place where you're being celebrated. And once you are celebrated, you now have access. You have the opportunity to begin to draw the kind of support you need onto your platform. And so we are really looking forward to the fact that many of you are going to join us at the dinner. It's on the 5th of July. Please make sure that you get our contacts. You can communicate with us and we can be able to give you further details. It's going to be a glitz and glamour event. We want to celebrate those of you who have been, and we want to entice those of you who are yet to go. And so please make sure and prepare for it. It's going to be amazing. I'll shout out my number, 0977696456. That's +260 for those of you who are not in Zambia, +260-977-696456. And we are ready to take you to the next level. Project Life Design exists for you. It exists for you. And so if you are ready to take your life to the next level, if you are ready to break the seams and explode into your space, if you are ready to take your career, your passion, your business, your enterprise to the next level, if you are ready to take your world by storm, then attach, join, let us help you truly be next. Many of you might not even have a global dream. You just want to get your family to a place where you are financially stable and you are enjoying life together. That is a worthwhile dream, and we are able to mentor you to a place where you have family success, which we truly believe in, advocate for. Because like I said, what is it to be celebrated everywhere and yet to be a stranger in your own home? And so Project Life Design is a holistic approach to mentorship, bringing you to a place where every aspect of life is bringing you fulfillment. When you're sitting in that CEO's office, you are happy, you are fulfilled, you are drawing from the depths of your heart and delivering what only you can deliver. When you get home, it is a place of solace. It is a place of peace. Maybe not quiet, because if you're like me, you've got noise when you get home, but it is where you are happy. You are able to sit down and enjoy yourself. You are able to be happy even when you get home. You know that the people there love you, celebrate you, and enjoy you. Wherever you are able to be the best self that you can be. That is Project Life Design. Thank you so much for the opportunity to speak to you this morning. Forgive me for having been in the car to do it. Lusaka traffic sometimes is a nightmare, and I think this morning I might have been caught in a convoy with the president. But I'm looking forward to the time where we are talking to you about how you can be the next one to influence politics in your world, how you can be the next one to be the next individual to be celebrated across Africa and across the world. My name is Coach Mike, and I have a privilege of being the business development manager here at Project Life Design, and we are ready if you are. Are you ready to be next? Thank you so much for the opportunity to share with you this morning. I will say my goodbyes now and hope that I'll be hearing from you as soon as just now. And let us take this journey together. We will expose you to Dr. Nellie. We'll expose you to the experts and coaches that we have in our system, and you will never be the same. Thank you. Have a wonderful day. Shalom, shalom, shalom.